Hi, my name's Jason Tonelli from Pacific Angler, and we're going to take a moment here to go over fly rods, reels, and lines for spring lake fishing tactics. Probably one of the most popular fly rods for the springtime is a 5-weight. So here we have Sage VXP 9-foot 5-weight. There's a variety of fly rods on the market. There's 4-weights, 5-weights, 6-weights, even 8-weights for steelhead. But you'll find that most hardcore lake anglers are going to fish a 5-weight. Just the right amount of power for our local trout and our trout up in the interior, Merritt Kamloops area. You can get a 5-weight rod in either a 9-foot, like this one here, and you can also get 5-weight rods in a 10-foot. So here we have the new Sage 1 10-foot 5-weight. The length is going to be, it's a personal choice. A lot of anglers who are doing a lot of indicator fishing, so you might hear of cronwood fishing or indicator fishing, they prefer 10-foot 5-weight. Just gives them a little bit more line control, helps them roll cast a little bit easier. But either way, a 9-foot 5-weight or 9-foot 10-weight is a great choice for someone who's getting into the sport. From there, we'll get into reels. There's quite a variety of reels on the market today. From very simple click pawl reels like this Hardy. Does not have a disc drag, just a simple click pawl system. It's been around for a long time but very effective. That's fine. You don't need a disc drag if you're going to be trout fishing on the lakes. But you can get into some more advanced reels like this Sage here. Has a disc drag. Disc drag reels are definitely not necessary for trout. Good choice for warm water species or salmon and steelhead, but you'll find that the technology is really come down into some of the lower price points. You're going to find trout reels that will match up to a 5-weight anywhere from the $60 range all the way up to $500 or $600. But the reality of it is, if you're getting into lake fishing for trout, the reel is more of a line management system, so focus perhaps a little bit more on the rod and a little bit more on the line in terms of your budget for your outfit. And remember that the reel is just there to manage your line. If you do get a big fish that's going to take a lot of line, you can simply palm it on this exposed rim. This is another very popular reel. It's Dragonfly. Has a cassette system where this cassette pops out. You can put different lines on there. We're going to talk about lines in a moment. And then we have some other machined reels from Sage, Able. And then we have an Okuma reel here too. So again, a lot of options. The main thing you want to remember is, if you're buying a 5-weight rod, you want to buy a 5-weight reel. They're designed to hold about 100 yards of 20-pound Dacron backing. Fly line is about 90 feet. At times you may have most of your fly line out. If you get into a nice 3, 4, or 5-pound rainbow, it's going to take some line and it's going to take you into your backing. So that's a good thing, and these reels are designed to hold 100 yards of backing and a 5-weight fly line. So when we get into fly lines, there's quite a few choices. You're definitely going to need a floating line. It's an effective line to be fishing with in the lakes, but it's also the easiest line to learn how to cast. You're going to lay that line out on the water and you can pick it up. A very nice all-around line is called the Rio Gold. Has a nice taper. You can indicator fish with it. You can cast out mayflies, damselflies, all the different lake fishing techniques. Some anglers will actually go into slightly more specialized lines, like this Rio indicator fly line. It's also a weight forward 5-weight floating line, but it has a little more powerful weight forward section, so it can really take an indicator and turn it over. So we're getting into a few more advanced techniques, but the main point you want to remember here is you want to start off with a floating line, make sure it's going to match up to your 5-weight rod. So here we have WF for weight forward, 5 for 5-weight, and F for floating. So 2 good choices if you're looking at getting set up. One of the other very popular lines that people will buy is a clear line, often referred to as a slime line, or in this case a Rio Aqualux. These lines are clear. They sink at a sinking rate of about 1.5 to 2.0 inches per second. It's going to get you down 2, 3, 4, 5 feet in the shoal area of a lake, sort of in that 5 to 15 foot area of a lake where a lot of the trout's feeding activity occurs. Water's generally fairly clear, so this is a great choice for casting out a leech, a mayfly, or a damselfly and stripping it in, or just even doing some trolling in some shallower water. As we progress through the spring season, sometimes into the summer, you need to get a little bit deeper. Fish will go down looking for some colder water, and we'll get into some sinking lines. So sinking lines are generally a dark color, usually a dark brown. This particular line is type 3 sinking rate. So it's a weight forward 5 and a sinking rate of 3. So it's going to sink at about 3 to 3.5 inches per second. So if you're going to get out this spring in May and June and you're looking for a setup, I highly recommend a 9-foot 5 weight, maybe a 10-foot 5 weight, a trout reel to suit your budget, and then a floating line, a clear intermediate line, and then a sinking line. With that setup there, you should be all set for any of the conditions that you're going to come across. Of course, when you get into lake fishing, you have a variety of insects, chironomids, mayflies, damselflies, leeches, dragonflies, etc. If you'd like more information on that, we do have introduction to fly fishing courses. You can simply drop by the shop here at Pacific Angler at 78 East Broadway. Give us a call, 604-872-2204, or maybe attend one of our classes, and you can find out more about that at pacificangler.ca.